Okay, just got outside. It's like 45 degrees out, so it's chilly. I'm in a short sleeve shirt and shorts. I think my flannel shirt's in the truck. Got the mulch pile smoking back there. And let me see if I can find my flannel shirt. So what I need to do today is finish my irrigation, do something with that manure trailer, and then who knows what else. Yeah. Oh, both of them are in here. No wonder why I couldn't find them. No boy. Gotta put it on though. It is nippy out. Oh, I don't know how cold it's gonna be working on piping with my fingers this morning with it being so cold. But then I got to do some transplanting as well later on. So right now I'm going to the garden and check out to see how everything is making out in 45-degree weather. Well, hopefully everything looks good. We'll see. Ooh. Okay, pepper plants are looking good. Tomato plants looking good there. These are all my eggplants. They're all looking good. Well, tomato plants are looking good. Yeah. I don't think I have any worries. They're probably enjoying a little bit of chill. Who knows? I went ahead and trimmed up all the spinach and transplanted a lot just so I could finish up my irrigation pipe that goes straight through them. Yep. Everything's looking good, even with the cold. Look at that. Yep. So I got to come in here today and finish. What do I got to finish? I got to put all the irrigation on that. I got to connect up all those over there. I got to connect all the hoses to all of these over here. All that's done. So that's it. I got to tackle those. And the funny thing is the piping's going to be really cold. Let me turn this around. Okay, so there you have it. Zone 9A, North Central Florida, 45 degrees out. I think it was like 43 last night. So, but the garden, everything still looks good. So they probably enjoyed just a little bit of a chill. It's going to get down to like 41 this week sometime, and then it's going to heat back up. But that's just in the evening. No frost around, and it's going to heat up into the 70s today. So anyway, I'm going to start working, installing my drip first, and then I'm going to have to get out here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sheep, this is pure sheep manure right there. I'm going to sprinkle that around the plants. That's mixed in with stuff that's going to the compost pile. And then this cow manure over here, it's not, let me turn this around. The cow manure is not composted yet, so what I'm going to do, because I, put it in the compost pile and you got to wait, I'm going to go ahead and put it in a bucket and stir the bucket with a cement mixer blade or a stucco blade and make a liquid tea out of it, and then pour it on the plants. Might not get to it today because I got a lot to do, but maybe I will. Who knows? So anyway, all right, that's it. Let me get to work. Okay, what I'm going to do is get some pure sheep manure. Just like that. Got a spade and I got a cup. It's a mason jar. Gonna fill up the mason jar and pour that onto each plant. So let's start like this. Okay, starting with my pepper plants, I'm just going to take a mason jar and sprinkle around each pepper. Just like that. Then I'm going to go over to the tomatoes. Okay, I got my bucket over here. Going to go ahead and fill up a jar. And with the tomato plants, I'm going to go ahead and move some mulch out of the way, like this. I'm going to spread that out and put the mulch back around. Just like that. Pull this away. Take a cup of sheep manure, pour it around, put all the mulch back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of them, but for the video, that's all I'm going to show. It's going to take a while. and it's going to be a little messy. Okay, finished with watering in all the sheep manure, and that was like 100% pure sheep manure. So to keep the sheep manure from splashing up onto the leaves and contaminating the plants and they get a disease, I just got in some fresh mulch, some wood chips. Just came off the truck about a half an hour ago, and what I'm doing is I'm coming over here and I'm putting them around all my plants. Okay, and what that's going to do is by putting them all around the plants, you still got your drip, still got your little label. It's going to keep the splash from the manure and the ground from splashing back up onto this. I'm going to come back later, and the bottom leaves, I'm going to trim them off, and I'm going to give them another watering, just if there's anything on it now, it'll come off. So I'm going to go ahead and finish with this row. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. That's my Home Depot bucket. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but it's just off of trees. You can see all the leaves are still green, so it's fresh. And I'm going to go ahead and mulch up everything. The big pieces I'll just take out like that. Throw them in my walkway. All my drips, they're up on little stands, so they're above the mulch. Eventually I'm going to have mulch over the drip irrigation tubing. That way the sun don't bake the tubing and the water inside of it gets hot. But for now, I'm doing everything in steps. These are Black Beauties, beautiful tomato plant. So anyway, that's dressed up really nice underneath. I'll go get more. So anyway, you get the point. I put down mulch underneath the tomatoes. That way the splash don't get up. I'm going to trim the leaves up and water what's on there down. Now this is mulch, but it's really compost. And under it I have the horse manure, the sheep manure, and then I just put pure sheep manure on top and I watered it in. And now I got cow manure, and I'm going to fill up the bucket, stir it up, let it sit for about 4 days, make a tea, and I'm going to water each one. For that, I got a big pickle barrel, and that should be enough to water everything. If not, I'll do it twice. And that's preparing my beds. Hopefully, all these will do good. They'll be up here soon. They'll go all the way up. I'll have tomatoes, and that's what gardening's all about. So for right now, you can tell this is what I'm doing. Not much more to say. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, that's it for the video. You got the point. There's my mulch. There's my mulch down. I got a whole bunch of garden to do. It's harder with the video on, so I'm going to shut it off and get down and dirty over here. Hope you enjoyed. Later. Okay, one other thing I might want to add, because I just finished up this whole row, is that the mulch that I just put down, since we're having a little cold spell and it was in the 50s last night or upper 40s, it's going to be in the 40s tonight for the next day or two. The mulch is going to keep the tomato plants a little bit warmer down on the roots. So basically by putting down the mulch over here, it's still a little warm. It was just cut off the tree and chipped up yesterday. They brought them 2 truckloads this morning. That's what I'm using. So it's going to keep the heat in the ground as well. So when it goes down into the 40s tonight and tomorrow, that should help the tomato plants out a little bit. I doubt it if we're going to get any frost. If I hear about frost, I'll be out here protecting them with some covering. But in the upper 40s and the 50s, I don't think we have anything to worry about. But the mulch is definitely going to help. So there you go. That's what it looks like mulched up. Now I got all that to do, and I got all that to do. So with that said, video's going off and I'm getting rolling over here. Okay, so I finished putting some buckets down. Now I got to spread it out, but this is how I did it. Using 2 5-gallon buckets, I would fill those up with the mulch. And then I'd put 1 bucket in between 2 plants. So every 2 plants is a 5-gallon bucket. That's the bed I laid out already. I'm doing my tomato plants first so you can kind of see. So I laid them all out like that, put it down. Now I got to get in there and spread it. Trying to baby my tomato plants. So there you go. So there's the piles. Once again, 1 bucket, 2 buckets. There's a bucket in between. So it's 2 buckets per plant. So what I have to do now is go ahead and spread it out. So let me get to it, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to put mulch around all the other plants, including my culvert pipes, but one thing at a time. Okay, so I went ahead and finished, and let's do a little tour. Everything's all nice and mulched up. Everything's watered down. This is what everything looks like, all mulched up. Mulch around all the plants. Mulch around all the tomato plants. Okay, so that's it. Okay, well, anyways, that's it for me for the day. I went ahead, mulched it up, watered all of the plants, so if there was any residue from the sheep manure on them, it washed them off, and now that the mulch is down, nothing should splash on anything. And that's it. I'm done for the day. I'll edit this video. We're gonna have a cold spell tonight, so hopefully everything will be fine.